Tucked away in the high, windswept reaches of Bodmin Moor lies the tiny hamlet of Temple, once at the very heart of the Knights Templars' presence in Cornwall. Their story here begins in 1185, with a modest land grant recorded simply as "In Cornubia, apud favi mor, una terra que reddit dimidiam marcam," a small piece of land yielding just half a mark, 6 shillings and 8 pence. Yet from these humble beginnings grew a powerful Templar outpost. At their height, the Templars controlled much of what was then called Temple Moor, raising income from sheep farming, fisheries, and later perhaps even tin mining. This lonely place at the edge of England was drawn into the vast medieval network of the Templars, stretching from Cornwall to Jerusalem. At the centre of Temple stands the Church of St. Catherine. This is no ordinary parish church, but a building rooted in Templar foundations. Around 1120, the Templars established a chapel and hospice here, offering both a place of worship and a refuge for travellers. Only fragments of that original structure survive, but they laid the foundations for what we see today. By the 19th century, the church had fallen into ruin, a windswept shell on the moor. In 1882, the Cornish architect Sylvanus Travail carefully restored it, using the medieval stones and tower arch to guide his design. Though modest in size, the church holds within its walls the unmistakable marks of its Templar past. Most striking is the east window, where the Agnus Dei, the Lamb of God, is depicted. A symbol closely associated with the Templars, it appears in many churches linked to their order. Here, it reminds us of the faith that bound this isolated outpost to the wider world of Christendom. The Templars left other symbols too. In the north wall of the tower is a small but powerful image, a Knight Templar on horseback. This window, often overlooked, connects the visitor directly with the warriors who once rode under the Red Cross. They were both monks and soldiers, men sworn to poverty, chastity, and obedience, yet charged with protecting pilgrims on dangerous roads. For centuries, this carving, worn by time, has watched over Temple Moor, a silent witness to the rise and fall of the Templars. But Temple was never just about land and revenues. Its purpose was deeply spiritual, serving as a hospice and way station for pilgrims and travellers. Those crossing the moor would have found shelter and safety here before continuing their journeys. Some travelled toward Fowey to set sail for the Holy Land. Others made their way to St. Michael's Mount, a holy place revered by the Templars. For these pilgrims, Temple was a place of protection, echoing the Order's original mission, to safeguard those on the road of faith. Today, St. Catherine's Church remains off-grid, without electricity, its services few and far between, yet its isolation gives it a unique power. In the silence of Temple Moor, we can still sense the echo of the Templars, guardians of the faithful, whose legacy endures in stone, glass, and memory.